Hi everyone, welcome to Science Fanatics. In this video session we are going to discuss about anatomy of human digestive system as a second part. The very first part we have discussed in the previous session. I have given that the detail of the link in the descriptive box. Make sure to go through it. It will be better to get a better idea. So let's get started with the second part. The very first part we have discussed about mouth, teeth, tongue and pharynx. Now we are going to continue with the esophagus. Esophagus is commonly known as food pipe, which is made up of muscular tissues that passes the food from pharynx to stomach. Esophagus is about 25 centimeter in length and 2 centimeter in diameter. It runs behind the windpipe and heart and in front of the spine. The upper and lower part of the esophagus are covered by a sphincter muscles. The upper circopharyngeal sphincter muscles prevents air from passing into the esophagus during inspiration. The lower cardiac sphincter muscles prevents the reflex of entry of acid gastric content into the esophagus. When we just think about the function of the esophagus involves in that formation of the bolus, and at the same time the most of the swallowing process happens over here, and as long as it is a long pipe, and it is really helpful for reducing the gastric reflex. The stomach. The stomach is a J-shaped dilated portion of the alimentary canal. Stomach is divided into cardiac, fundus and pyloric. It is really important for breaking down process, as well as it is a storage tank for the food. When we just think about the size of the stomach, it varies according to the volume of the food that it occupies. But when we wanted to know approximately, it occupies 1.5 liter of water in an adult. It contains gastric acid and gastric juice that plays an important role in breaking down of a complex food substances into simplest form. The small intestine. It is a muscular tube, it extending from pyloric sphincter to the large intestine. It is the longest section of the alimentary canal with the length of 8 to 20 feet in living person. Small intestine is divided into three parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. The major functions of the small intestines are most of the chemical reactions completed here, and number two, most of the absorption also takes place here. Let's talk about the very first part of the small intestine, that is duodenum. Duodenum, as I told, that is the very first part, and it is 25 centimeter in length, and it is curved around the head of the pancreas. The secretion of the gallbladder and pancreas are released into it. Jejunum is the middle portion of the small intestine, and it is 2 meter in length, and the ileum is a 3 meter in length, the third part, and it ends in ileocecal valve that prevents that the food materials flow from ileum to cecum. Let's move on to that large intestine, which is much larger in diameter compared to the length. It starts from ileocecal valve and ends at anus. When we talk about the function of the large intestine in overall view, it's dry out that indigested residue by absorbing the water, and it eliminates that the undigested food in the form of a feces. Now let's talk about the parts of the large intestine. They are cecum, appendix, colon, rectum, and anus. Cecum is the very first part, and it is sac-like structure, and it is 13 centimeter in length, and it is rich in lymphoid tissues. Appendix does not involve in digestion process. Up till now, its function is uncertain. Colon contains different parts: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. Now let's move on to the rectum. Rectum is 13 centimeter in length. It leads from sigmoid to anal canal. Anal canal is a 3.8 centimeter long, and it starts from rectum and ends at exterior. The two sphincter muscles are the ones controlling the function of the anus. So today we have completed the second part of the digestive system. The next session we are going to discuss about the accessory organs in the digestive system. Thank you guys. Bye. Take care.